Have you ever been watching an anime and seen something that made you say, I gotta have that? Well, I did. So here's how I made the Lance of Longinus from Evangelion to pair with my cosplay of my waifu for lifu, Asuka Langley Soryu. In the midst of preparing my new cosplay for Anime Expo this year, I got a new Bamboo Lab P1S 3D printer. I've never been fortunate enough to play around with a 3D printer before, so this was very much a new skill I was excited to learn. The crazy thing about 3D printing now is that if you want to make something, someone somewhere has probably already made the ST file you need to try it out. There are plenty of websites you can check out like MakerWorld, Thingiverse, Cults 3D, and many more. The file I ended up using was from Kakeru-Cobo. He has his own YouTube channel where he goes further in depth about all his 3D printing, and he even posted the Lance file for free on several websites, including his own. Link in description. Once you found a file that works for you, it's as simple as throwing it into the program you'll be printing from. My 3D printer comes with his own software called Bamboo Studio. This particular file looks like it was made for a smaller scale, but I'm a short lady and I wanted a big boy Lance. The same week I got the 3D printer, I won this Asuka figure out of a crane game where she's holding the Spear of Cassius, and it looks about 2 feet taller than her, so that's the rough measurement I decided to go with. Now, obviously printing out a 7-foot tall Lance can't come out in one piece, so you'll need to splice it into several different prints. The printing process took roughly 2 days, but really you just set it and forget it, but not really because 3D printing can be finicky and you will most likely need to baby your printer at times. The main spiral was probably the spookiest part to see be finished, as it took a lot of support trees to get done. Thankfully, the main spiral was the only part I needed to clean up, so using some pliers and taking my time to remove the supports was the hardest part of getting each part of the print done. After all the parts were finished printing, I needed to find a way to attach them. I decided the right choice for the Lance would be ABS filament, which is a lightweight filament in comparison to the standard PLA filament. Not only that, but it's less likely to warp and melt in the hot LA summers, which is super necessary for me. The other big, maybe biggest plus is that ABS can be chemically fused together with acetone to form a strong bond. I literally went to the grocery store and picked up nail polish remover to fuse together my entire Lance. While my 3D printer can print with ABS as is enclosed, yours may not be able to print with it, so make sure to check your printer can print with ABS if you choose to use it. As a huge reminder, when using any chemicals, please remember to wear the proper equipment and use things like acetone or contact cement in a well-ventilated room. I wore my respirator and had the windows open. I also ran a fan and had a HEPA filter turned on while fusing the Lance. This wasn't meant to be the final product and was truly meant more as a proof of concept that I could print a prop this large and that it would not only be sturdy, but it would look great. If you want to take your 3D prints to the next level though, sanding is the way to do it. I didn't end up sanding most of this, but I did with my Malinois sister blades, which will be in a future tutorial. I really feel like the Lance looked great as is, but you might find finishing will be a necessary part of your 3D prints. After taking all those steps, you'll have a finished Lance of Longinus. I wasn't planning on even taking this to Anime Expo, but I decided as I was walking out the door Thursday morning of the convention, and I'm very glad I did. My hair clips were also 3D printed, so if you want to hear more about them, let me know in the comments. Okay, bye!